Hello and welcome to a new, kinda experimental, kinda new, kinda not new video. I'm gonna be doing some creative building today, and I want to build things based off good builders I found online, and I've been dying to try this out. There's a builder, he builds on Instagram and also on other stuff called Knighty. He makes these eyes, and I want to make an eye. I got my reference of an eye. It's gonna be a challenging one since there are wrinkles around the eye, but we'll see. So Knighty did make a video, so I know what step one is, and that is step one complete. We have a ball for the eyeball, and now we gotta start shaping the eyelid. Okay, I took my image into my drawing software. I kind of marked out where the eyeball should go, so over here somewhere. That's the end, and then the bottom should go here, and this should go here somewhere along that. I think I need to fix it a little bit, but yeah, you get the idea. This does look alright. I think it might do. So let's grab the weld tool. Let's thicken that up a bit. Okay, let's try to make the crease here above the eye more pronounced, because that's how it looks like in the picture. This is really pronounced right here, and this needs to... Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. And let's weld this together. Let's use some of the smoothing tool to slightly smooth it out, but let's not, because like it's skin, it's not gonna be super smooth, right? But let's slightly smooth this. Smooth it a little bit, you know? Now this already looks pretty decent, but I'm gonna do some more welding, especially over here, because this area here is a bit more raised on this woman, so that might be too much, but it is somewhat more raised. Okay, very good, very good. some of the creases here above the eye. Let's work on those, because there are some creases here. There is like a crease here, and this is a way too big of a brush. Okay. Okay, this might have to be done by hand, yeah. First crease is right here. And I think we need to edit this later with some smoothing and stuff, but we will see how it goes. Yeah, this goes all the way down here, right? Okay, yeah, you can't really see it that well, but we'll accentuate it later with some coloring. I think that's what we can do. I don't know, I've never done this before. Okay, so what I'm noticing right now is that I need to add some volume like straight up here, instead of like it going backwards, because here is gonna be the eyebrow. So it needs to be like right here. That did create some shadows here. And the eyebrow is pretty thin, so I don't know how much I need to really do something about it, but yeah. Yeah, can't add much more, because then it's like a lot of shadow. I think it's time for colors. Colors, colors, colors. Let me grab my reference again. Oh man. Okay, so skin colors. I think there are some yellow tones in it, so let's just create like a block palette. Like obviously this is a great block. Okay, well let's just go for something. Let's start with this crease here. So there are some darker blocks in here, right? So this is definitely somewhat darker. But, okay, it goes a little bit darker than that, so... Go with some dirt. That might be too light as well. Let's just go in with the spruce. Right. I think spruce there is definitely an option. I think the pink here would make sense. And then like some lighter color. Here I think some of the this block right here. Some waxed cut copper in this transition area. Some more lighter colors up here are definitely there. somewhat darker colors here, and then the one somewhat pinker color down here. Transition that back with some copper. Maybe I could add some resin in here as well. Don't know, but this corner here is gonna be somewhat darker. I'm thinking this is probably right, like that, and then it transitions into that pinkish tone with the wax exposed. Got copper maybe into the pinkish. Yeah, because this area here is barely white. So maybe even something between. Okay, and then this is a bit smaller, but there is definitely some orangey in the eyes, so and then there is a white highlight, and I think I might need to do that later, but let's just plop it in right now, just in case. So, like that. And then some more pink. More of the white terracotta. And even some diorite maybe. Maybe some pale oak actually, because it's more pinkish. It's more pinkish, right? And this area here could also go, and then some. Because this is a highlight, this should be extra white. Shouldn't be like dull white color of the rest, so maybe even some snow. And there is some stuff reflected in this highlight, but we're gonna get back to that later, I think. Okay, let's try to get these eyebrows in. So the eyebrows are kind of grayish, so I'm thinking tough, maybe. Anyways, the eyebrow starts right above this lid, so about here. Okay, let's approach this a little bit differently, because I don't think this is gonna work out. What if I grab some wool, preferably a bright wool like yellow, yes. We go both here. And we kind of draw out the eyebrow. Yeah, that definitely looks kind of bad. So we're starting right here and then right above this crease. So I'm thinking of just going like that. Okay, yeah, this is definitely an option. And we add that. I don't think I I can go with deep slate. Maybe this color. This like somewhat darker hairs. And there is a gray hair which I would really like to do. So maybe I will go with some, and it's about right here. Gray hair might be too gray, actually. So maybe andesite will be a bit better. Yeah, I think that's already better. Yeah, I like that a lot more. Okay, now I changed it and now it doesn't look bright enough. What types of slabs are there? I mean, I think we go back to the smooth stone. Okay, time to get these lashes in, and I'm kinda nervous, not gonna lie. Let me look at my photos. So, the lashes down here are a bit longer than the lashes below. So let's add this as a basic shape. I think that's pretty good. Now we obviously need to slab it. And I think this as well. This as a slab. This as a top slab. And then this can be a stair, and this could possibly just be like that. I don't think that's terrible. I mean, it's not bad, but it just doesn't look realistic, you know? I mean, it kind of works, but like not really. I don't know. This is probably gonna be the hardest step. Okay, we're just gonna try. So these ones are short, so those should be easy. So they come towards us, so something like that. This one curves up. Okay, and it shouldn't. It curves up, but this looks weird. Whoa. I don't know, kind of looks bad still. I guess this one's fine though. Like this one right there. Okay, if I look from here, that one seems pretty accurate. Yes, maybe tough. These lashes here are kinda grayish. This one really curves up, so Well, you know what? It's alright. Okay, wait, levers are actually gonna be so goated in this. What else can I use? That's the question. I'm building in creative. I keep forgetting that. Like, I need to use more of this creative liberty. So, pumpkin stems, right? Yeah, and then if I don't think that that's a lot, but let's just keep it there. That's the top lashes done, I think. I think it's the top lashes done. If I'm missing any... Oh, I dropped the block. If I'm missing anything, I don't think so, but I might work on it a bit later. But I think I got all of them. I think it's looking good. It's even looking decent from here. Which is good. So yeah, you know, now I think I just gotta kinda do the bottom lashes. So maybe I'll choose a darker color, like black stone. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do it, and these ones, they kind of droop down. So let's start with this one, and it's kind of droops down like this. See if that looks about accurate. I think so. I think this is like basically what I've gotta do for all these bottom lashes. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and turn this into a square. Okay, so now I will need to texture everything that's in front. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And once I've textured everything, I can take a screenshot and crop the final edges that are ugly. Because there's still some area here at the bottom and there at the top that could use some texturing. So, you know. I think, and this might be, but I think it's done. So yeah, I'll just fly around a little bit so you can look at the details. But I think this looks really good. So what have I learned by building this? I think my main takeaway is that this was actually easier than expected. So either I'm just really good at building, or this isn't that hard and you should try it. Because like this, it really wasn't that hard. Like, the eyelashes is definitely a part that can be tricky. And are these the best eyelashes ever? Maybe not. But yeah, other than that, it's fairly simple shapes. Definitely give this a try if you're building. Definitely. So this is in all of its glory. When you're looking at it with just like purely FOV, which is the lowest FOV we can go. From far away especially, this effect looks really good. If you're just here, like the effect just gets better once you're further away. Well, anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any suggestions for builders / build styles I should try building next, definitely leave them in the comments. Definitely do so, because I would love to hear what talented builders there are. The more niche the better, actually. The more niche the builder is and the more unique their art style, just to say that, is, the better. So thank you for watching. Check out my other videos. And goodbye.